Let me start this video by saying that I love the rain. It is one of the reasons why I wanted to move up to the Pacific Northwest over a decade ago. At camp, the sound of rain hitting against the tent fabric is soothing, and there are hardly any bugs to distract you from your bonding time with nature. Before I left for this trip, I was looking forward to sharing some information with you all about my malfunctioning Chinese diesel heater and how it got fixed, a budget build challenge that I will be partnering up with Nate in the coming months, and news about the new addition to my family. But all that I could think about for the majority of this adventure was, man, it is raining way too much. Hey everybody, welcome back. This weekend we're just doing a one-nighter trip out here in the Olympic Peninsula. If you can tell, it is raining out here and we got some snow. And it looks like where we're trying to get to, it's not going to be higher than 3,000 feet in elevation, so it's definitely going to be a lot of rain. We're just going to go exploring up here. A lot of the roads seem to be closed as we're driving up. We're going to see what we can get ourselves into. Ideally, what we want to do is just find a campground. It's about 3:30 p.m. right now. Get settled, established, get our awnings out, be shielded from the rain that's falling right now, and just enjoy time at camp and just chill. If you guys saw my last video, my diesel heater had some issues and threw a code. I got a lot of great suggestions from you guys and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. A couple of people have said the diesel heater might not have been filled all the way, so when it gets down to the point where it's below where the pump is going to pull the fuel, it's going to just get that code. So I refilled the diesel heater and I'm going to see how that helped it or not. But right now everyone is they're starting to pull in, so we're going to go further up and then we're going to see what we get into. So we came to a marked campsite, which we thought we could camp at, right? But what's up, Nate? What's going on here?
Well, Arron and I were talking. This place is full of widowmakers. I mean, it's just insane. I've never seen so many dead trees at one campsite.
Yeah.
So this is really unsafe. I've actually, and he just said he's done the same. I've cut down trees whenever we show up to a campsite. If they're dead like this, if there's just like one that's like dangling, I'll cut that bad boy down just to make sure that we're safe. But this is, I mean, we're talking a couple dozen.
Yeah.
So we're not doing all that. I think that it would be a really good idea to, instead of tempting fate, let's just air down a little bit so we can make better time on the roads. And let's go and explore.
All right.
I think we'll find something.
I think it's still early enough. I mean, at this point, wherever we find or wherever we pull up into, it's going to be dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's better safe than sorry, especially when it's predominantly just dead trees that are kind of leaning in a certain angle everywhere.
And this isn't like an extraordinary sight outside of that either. It's literally just like a slush dome, like it's just full of like 4 or 5 inches of water.
Yeah,
like,
it's not going to be a site I'm going to mark in Onyx for a return visit.
Yeah.
It'll probably be fine in the summertime.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know. If the wind picks up at all tonight, none of us are going to sleep a wink.
No
That's
way.
Right. Yeah,
no
that's
way.
True. All right, I guess we'll press on then.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So we aired down a little more and made our way further up the trail. The goal was to get away from these dead trees and find ourselves a decent place to camp out for the evening. Well, peace out, dead trees.
Actually goes to a campground, so try that out. Okay, who's got hot sauce?
All 100 Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love getting set up at camp so that there are only 2 items remaining on the agenda for the night: eat and sleep. And of course, throwing in some good conversation with some great people is an added bonus. Huge shout out to Nate for the awesome tacos.
Can I hook you up with a soft taco here?
Oh, dude, you first. You guys
No,
first.
dude.
I'm right now busy filming, brother.
All right. Well, I mean, you got to get that shot of somebody enjoying it.
You, man.
I'm cooking. I've got to I've got to watch somebody enjoy it. All right, fine. You want to get a shot of me enjoying it? Like, if you enjoy your own food, it's like you enjoy sniffing your own farts. It just doesn't look good on camera. Pork, chicken, beef? Yes, please.
Inside the rooftop tent, as you can see, I got the hose coming in through the window. Just kind of go lengthwise there and point it back in my direction like that. Gonna test it out this way and see how it fills up the tent. And if it gets too hot, then I'll just redirect the hose as well. And I got the boot at the end of the tent. And of course, my jacket over there, it's kind of hanging in a way to dry with the diesel heater heat. Does a good job, except the part that's against the wall in the back of the rooftop tent, it just kind of stays a little bit wet by the morning time. Nonetheless, it does help with drying out the jacket. Got my pants down there as well as my button shirt. A company actually wanted me to test out this blanket. The thing that kind of stood out to me was the fact that this is actually lined or kind of interwoven with aerogel in it. So aerogel has some pretty decent insulating properties. I know with the diesel heater it's hard to really gauge how well this insulates, but right now it's more of like a comfort type of test. And then of course I am gonna test it over a longer period of time, and a couple times I'll do it without the diesel heater just to give you some feedback on what this is like, but more information to come. Also, I have some updates for you all. First, the diesel heater is functional. In the previous video, the heater threw an E01 error code, and I had a ton of great suggestions in the comments. It turns out that all I needed to do was fill the tank with diesel. When there is about 1/10 of a gallon diesel fuel remaining, it will throw that code. I know this will not be the case with all heaters that throw the E01 code, but that is what solved it for me. As long as I don't let it get to 90% empty, it should run fine. Second, OnX is hosting a budget build contest. More details to come on that, but what I can share so far is that there will be 3 teams competing. Nate and I will be on the first team, Colt and Rudy from Bleep and Jeep will be on the second team, and Walter and Holly with Mischief Maker will be on the third team. So stay tuned for more details. And last, but definitely not least, Katie and I brought our second baby girl into this world. We are blessed to have her join us, and I look forward to bringing the family out camping. But in the meantime, there may be some daddy-daughter camping trips with Chloe and I coming very soon, so stay tuned for that as well. Yeah, that's pretty bad, huh?
Well, yeah. And the dangerous part is that if you start sliding, you're not stopping.
Right.
It's not like
Catches you.
No,
you test it, but the test could equal complete disaster.
Right.
'Cause that's a pretty good angle.
It is.
There's nothing to hook up to on the high side without going way up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this means we're turning around.
Well,
Man. That sucks.
at least we tried, right?
It'd still be dangerous, but it would be super doable. But we're talking about a lot of snow to move right here.
Yeah. Well, we turned around and took another route down to the trail ahead where we aired back up and made our way home. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you next time.
Somewhere in my head, I'm still a white knight, flying across the plains into my last fight.